going on, Chateau? Coach Eric here, coming up with your stretching video. So today we're gonna start off foam roller. If you guys don't have a foam roller, fill up like an Nalgene bottle with water or something. You can use a rolling pin, whatever you guys got to roll out a little bit. So we're gonna start with calves. We're gonna start out down low, and I'm just gonna rock back and forth here on my shin. So rocking back and forth, kind of working my way up my calf, but just to kind of loosen up some of those knots and adhesions in the muscle. So rocking back and forth. And then after you rock a little bit, then you can start to roll back and forth. Spend about 30, 45 seconds a leg. Alrighty guys, same thing on the other side. Start off down below, rock back and forth, and work your way up. Alrighty guys, after that, we're gonna take that roller, we're gonna get inside those adductors where a lot of us hold quite a bit of tightness. So you guys are just gonna start off on the inside of your inner quad here. And we're just gonna roll from there into the middle of the leg, towards our body, back and forth. Same thing, 30 to 45 seconds. And if you guys want to, you guys can always take a little bit longer. But I tend to like to start off with foam rolling before I stretch, just so that I feel like I get into a lot deeper stretches before doing this. Okay, same idea, same thing on the other side. If you guys find some tight spots, especially like right on the inside of that inner quad, just spend a little bit of time where you're just like barely rolling back and forth. Apply a fair amount of pressure in there. Try and break up some of those muscle adhesions. Alrighty guys, once we've got those adductors loosened up, it's gonna do a seated straddle. So legs out wide. If you guys really struggle with this, what you guys can do is put a sweatshirt or something underneath your butt to kind of lift your pelvis up, shift yourself forward more. That's gonna allow you to get into a deeper stretch without having to like really try and force yourself to pull. So just seated straddle here. So legs out nice and wide, you can put arms forward. We're gonna shift that left hand over towards the right leg here. We're just gonna hang out here 30, 45 seconds roughly. Alrighty guys, and same idea on the other side. Alrighty guys, next one's just gonna be seated butterfly stretch. So toes together. It's gonna be easier to get into a stretch with your feet out a little bit wider. The closer you bring them, usually people's knees tend to go up higher. So what we're gonna do here is I am going to contract, push my legs down as hard as I can. So for about 5 seconds, I'm gonna contract, push down, push down, push down, push down, relax for a second, and then I'm gonna take my elbows and or my hands and just kind of apply some light pressure into it here. And at this point, I'm not contracting. I'm just pushing with my elbows, trying to get down a little bit deeper into that stretch. Hold here for about 10, and then come back out of it again, and then same idea. I'm gonna contract, try and drive my knees down, 5 seconds. Relax, and then push down, 5 seconds. By doing this kind of contract, relax stuff, you guys are going to be able to find a lot more range of motion in your joints. So same idea here, contract, push down, push down, push down. Relax, then take those elbows, push down a little bit further. You can see I've gotten a lot more range of motion just out of doing like 3 sets. And same idea again, contract, push down, push down, push down. Relax, elbows, push down further. And last one, same idea, contract, 5 seconds, and then stretch. And when I'm applying pressure, I'm not like trying to force my knees down as far as I can. I'm probably applying like maybe between 5 and 10 pounds of pressure, just taking my elbows and putting a little bit of pressure into that hip. So now that we've got all this newfound hip motion, go ahead and stand up. Maybe knock out a couple air squats just to kind of test range of motion, see how everything feels. So drive those knees out, sink down to the bottom of the squat. You'll find that inside of that hip girdle is going to be a lot looser. Next one, this one's going to be familiar. We're not going to do any contract relax today on this guy. We're just going to fall into a nice deep stretch. So hands down on the floor, let those feet go out nice and wide. And then from here, we're just going to hang out for about 30 or 45 seconds. And then if you guys want to, feel free to like kind of rock back and forth in this position, work into some of those tight spots. What I like to do is I like to do some wrist mobility at the same time. So kind of rock forward into my wrists, maybe even flip them around. Why not kill 2 birds with 1 stone? Alrighty guys, and carefully come out of that guy. And then our last stretch we're gonna finish up with is pigeon. One you guys know very, very well. Try and shoot for a full pigeon. If you guys can't do a full pigeon, or you kind of look like a gimpy pigeon, so to say, just fall into that half pigeon stretch. But goal here is gonna be roughly 90 degrees, and then keeping that torso nice and upright when we are in this position. And if you guys need to, put a pad down on your knee, whatever you need to do. But really, really try and shoot for that 90 degree with the knee and the ankle, and then stay upright. So not going down here like this. It's kind of more of an active stretch, so I'm kind of keeping my belly tight, squeezing my butt. And like I said, if this stretch is too aggressive for you guys, just drop that foot down a little bit. But do your best to try and not like be leaning on one side like this. Don't do the gimpy pigeon, because you're just you're not really getting any activation out of the stretch. Alrighty guys, after about 30-45, same thing, switch other side. And if you guys tend to find that one side's way more difficult to get into than the other, for me, my right side is a little bit more mobile than my left, so usually that means I'll spend another 15 seconds on one side just to try and create some more symmetry in the body. Alrighty guys, that is it for our Sunday stretching video. Miss you guys all a hell of a lot, and I'm really looking forward to the day when we all get to see each other again, work out together, hopefully do some fun stuff outside when the weather gets better.